Hi, Shannon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to our Get the Gunk Out book launch tour, where we're featuring some awesome experts in the industry who are going to talk all about health and wellness and everything that has to do with maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And at the same time, we're going to talk about some of the concepts behind this book right here.
Yay!
So this book is called Get the Gunk Out, Simple Healthy Habits, Life-Changing Results, and this is my brand new book. In launching this book, my goal is to educate and help to inspire as many people as possible to start making those slow transitions into living a healthier lifestyle, and that's essentially what the book is all about. It's about 21 simple things that you can do right now that are going to help relieve some of those symptoms that you're experiencing. They're going to help prevent long-term illness down the road. They're going to leave you feeling amazing and looking amazing. And the concepts behind the book, again, is really identifying those simple habits that we can do so that it's not an overwhelming process. Living healthy and feeling great doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be time-consuming, and it doesn't have to feel like a chore. Making one or two slow changes every day. You set your own path. You choose what works for you. And the book gives you the tools, gives you the tools and the information, and allows you to make those choices that work for you. Because after all, we're all different, right? So, what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another. And so
That's
the
right.
book gives you those tools that you can implement into your life at your own pace, on your own time, and according to your own lifestyle. And so it's really that simple step-by-step approach to making those changes that are really going to have those life-changing, significant, positive benefits on your health and well-being. And so the reason that I've connected with Tash here is Tash is a stress management expert, and she focuses a lot on balancing our stress levels, coping with our stress, because after all, we're all stressed. It's a part of life. And so it's really understanding how to manage and cope with that stress so that it doesn't become overwhelming in our lives. We're going to talk a little bit about how stress actually affects our health, and then some things that you can do to combat that. And again, stress is one of the chapters that we cover in the book, and so you'll get a lot more detail on it in the book, but we're going to try to give some insight onto what you can do right now and why it's so important for our long-term overall health to really focus on our stress.
That's right. And what I wanted to start on, first of all, Shannon, congratulations on your book. I've read it, folks. It's awesome, and it's full of really simple things. Don't be overwhelmed by everything that's out there. Just pick a few things and go with it. And on that note, what's near and dear to my heart is talking with people about the effects of stress on your body, on your life. Especially in today's day and age when we're just, so much is always coming at us. We've got social media, we've got, longer work hours than it used to be, and, all kinds of fast food and all these other things that come around. And while Shannon does an amazing job with her book talking about some really great nutritional choices that you can make, there's two things I wanted to touch on that were also in her book that are extremely important. The first one is making time for you. With the busy schedules that we have nowadays, we give. We're working. If you've got kids, you got to take care of your kids. If you're married, you take care of your husband. If you've got older parents or you've got younger children in your family, you're being the caregiver. So you're always giving. We oftentimes forget to take care of ourselves, just to stop. We're so overrun with responsibilities to our bosses, our families, our friends. But what I've also learned in my experience, because I am the social butterfly, is that when we give, but then we leave nothing of ourselves to give, we drain out our batteries, and then it's always super hard for us to recover. So what I've started doing, and again, all of the coaching work that I do is because I do it myself, I take out time for me, and this is daily. Daily, I'm very aware of how I have to just stop everything And whether it's I watch The Office or I play solitaire or I read my Napoleon Hill, it doesn't matter, depends on the day. But I take my time out where I just stop. Everyone knows I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to answer an email. If there's a crisis, well, the crisis is going to be there 20 minutes, an hour after I have my me time. I just shut everything out.
And that's totally what it is. It takes 20 minutes a day. That's all you need to just unwind, calm your mind, get away from everything that's going on. We start our days early in the morning and we end them late at night, and there's a million things going on. And it's just really important to take that time because you will become overwhelmed.
You will.
And burnt out. So
and another thing too, Shannon, is that work never goes away. It was a lesson my mother and father taught me early. Like, your work is never done. There's always going to be something there that's waiting for you to deal with. We never will get to a point, and it's a good thing actually, because that means we're useful and it's a chance for us to grow our businesses or, grow our careers or, grow our families, whatever it is, but it's always going to be there. So nothing in this world is going to stop because you stop for 20 minutes and say, you know what? I'm not answering no calls. I'm shutting down my computer. You can find me in another half hour. Nothing is going to be that crucial that you need to be always on tap and always connected. Take that 20 minutes to just unwind, just de-stress, and just clear your head and just connect with yourself again.
Exactly.
And it's so key.
I was going to say, stress is it's not only that it's a part of life. When you become overstressed and overburdened by not taking that downtime and by not taking that you time, it actually causes imbalances in our body that can lead to, disease, symptoms. I know personally my story, and I talk about it in the beginning of the book as well. And, I dealt with a lot of stress, at one point in my life, to the point where I suffered from severe adrenal fatigue, severe anxiety, panic attacks. There was a point where I almost couldn't even leave my house. I was bedridden because I was just completely overburdened with stress, and it was taking a toll on my body, and I had no clue what I was experiencing. I didn't relate it to stress. I thought that I just had serious health issues. I didn't know what it was. And eventually by incorporating those, healthy diet habits for one, but also those lifestyle habits where I took that time for me, and I really started, practicing proper breathing. Like there's so many things that you can do, and we touch on all those, points on what you can actually do in the book. And there's simple things that you can just incorporate into your day. And when I say 20 minutes, I mean 20 minutes.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Exactly. And Shannon, like you, I have a very similar story. And I was working in the corporate world, and even though I was exercising, I had a healthy diet, because of the stress that I was feeling from working working lots and lots of hours and never unplugging from my work, I ended up getting viral meningitis. I had compromised my immune system so severely and was running on such high adrenals that my body, I had super high stress hormone levels. It was ridiculous, to the point where my body just knocked me down and said, okay, you don't want to listen, right?
Well, that's what happens. Your body is smart. It's going to fight back, and so you're going to resist and resist. We, like you mentioned, we take care of our families, we have our friends, we have our social networks, we have our jobs, we have our houses to take care of. So many things that you have to take care of, and you think, I'll deal with me later. And you have to deal with you now, and you have to take time for you. And it's so,
and your health will come back, and it'll come back and just knock you out. Say, okay, you don't want to listen, you don't want to stop, you don't want to give you time. Well, we'll give you some you time. I had a month where I was just lying in bed in pain and had to think about my life. And that's why I do this work, because I don't want to see anybody else go through that. You don't want to have this major health setback, and then you have to start all over and have to start thinking, now what do I do? So it's extremely important to have your time while you have it, while you still have your health, before you have a major setback like both of us did with your panic attacks and my viral meningitis. Take care of it now before it gets extreme, because your body will fight back and say, okay, done.
Exactly.
You want to listen, right? It'll make you listen.
Exactly. I think we focus so much on, what's wrong, what's not going right for me, what am I suffering from. We wait until things are bad before we start getting healthy and feeling great. And everyone wants to feel good. Everyone wants to look good. Everyone wants to eat better. They want to live better. But there's so much information out there. There's so many things that you can do, and it becomes overwhelming. And it almost, I hear a lot of the time people say, well, there's too much out there. I don't even know where to start.
Right.
And so, the whole idea is that you just start somewhere. Start with something small. The book talks about, it covers everything from diet to lifestyle habits to, as we talked about, stress management. It covers all areas of your life. So just start somewhere. If you're the type of person who's going to stop and grab fast food on the way to work, okay, we're not going to make all those healthy changes in one day, and we wouldn't expect you to, but start slowly. Start by, adding a little bit more water to your daily intake. Start by taking that 20 minutes to de-stress. Start by, switching from, more refined products or refined sugars to, natural sweeteners once in a while. And it really allows you to make those slow and steady changes that work for you, and you will really, really notice a difference. It's amazing how light and how healthy and how energized you can feel when you start making the changes that work for you. And I know it firsthand, and you know it firsthand. I could go on all day about how amazingly beneficial making those small, realistic changes can have on the quality of your life, the quality of your health, how you look, how you feel, all of it. And it's all inside this book.
Small changes, yes.
Yeah. And it's all about that. So as part of our launch and as part of offering some great bonus goodies for anyone who purchases the book on our launch weeks, we're offering special bonuses and savings. And so as part of that, there'll be some savings on some of our favorite health and wellness products. And then you're going to receive some awesome bonuses and savings from some of my favorite friends in the industry, some industry leaders, Tash being one of them, who's offering a free entry into her online wellness program. When you purchase your copy of Get the Gunk Out through Amazon, you can also check it out at shannonkadlovski.com, and you'll receive the awesome bonus gift from Tash, and you'll be seeing more of the two of us together coming up, and lots of other great health and wellness practitioners in the industry. We're going to have a series of videos and book launch events coming up, so make sure to stay tuned and check us out. And we're excited to share this book with you.
And the wonderful thing about Shannon's book is that there's a 21-day program. Just pick one thing, and what happens is, and guarantee, we've been through the process of healing and getting our health back. All it takes is one thing that you stick to, and you do it daily, and you'll start to see the changes. You'll start to feel so much better that it gives you motivation to stick forward, to keep doing more, adding more things into it, and it becomes so easy, and it really is a lifestyle. This isn't a diet. This is about how you live day to day. And when you live this way, being healthy and happy and so full of energy, it becomes like breathing. It's no longer a chore. But stay focused, be kind to yourself, and just notice the small changes. They all will add up one day. We promise you they will.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tash.
You're welcome.
And just don't forget, check out shannonkadlovski.com, or you can grab the book on Amazon, and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.